It was just another Wednesday morning in Los Angeles, California. We all had plans about how we would spend our day outside. But that was until everything changed when Los Angeles residents got a sudden weather alert warning of dangerous high winds. What began as a peaceful and hopeful start to the new year quickly spiraled into chaos as evacuation notices began to flood in, signaling the approach of a devastating wildfire. In mere hours, the city's calm was replaced by fear and uncertainty. No one in Los Angeles could see this coming. Fires may not be new to California, but that doesn't make them any less dangerous. The Palisades and Eden fires caused so much destruction in so little time that they are already charted as one of the most destructive fires in California's history, only seconding that of the Camp Fire from 2018. Along with fires, California struggles with both droughts and flooding. It may seem contradicting that California has these issues, but it mainly stems from California's natural climate. California experiences both wet winters and really dry summers. We only experience heavy downpour a few times a year, which forces California to be careful and strict on water management. Snowpacks aid in water management as they act as a natural reservoir where snowmelt runoff is used as a water source, which can become very useful when water reservoirs run low. Snowmelt is most commonly used among the agriculture industry, but in recent years, we have actually started to see a decline in snowmelt, causing an increased reliance on groundwater. Because even if we are experiencing a drought, the demand for water never changes. Although snowmelt has shown to be useful as a way to reserve water, it isn't something we can necessarily control. So, fluctuations on snowpacks can have major implications on California's water availability. Sometimes, droughts accumulate from low snowmelt runoff. But at the same time, floods can occur when there is too much runoff, as a result from warmer temperatures. So now, here's the issue. California's temperatures alone have risen to almost 3 degrees Fahrenheit since the beginning of the 20th century. But what impacts does this temperature change have on California? Well, we have briefly discussed California's water management services being reliant on snowmelt runoff. Although, with temperatures rising, we are already seeing a decline in water contained within these snowpacks. According to NOAA, National Center of Environmental Information's the State Climate Summary for 2022, it is normal for the amount of water in snowpacks to vary from year to year. Although, it has significantly decreased between the years 2011 to 2015. During this period, California experienced unusually low precipitation and warmer than average temperatures in the first few months of each year. In addition to the decline in snowmelt, the Palmer Drought Severity Index from NOAA reveals a pattern of prolonged wet and dry periods. The red represents values based on temperature and precipitation, while the blue indicates values derived from the indirect methods such as tree rings. In the 1900s, we can see an extended wet period, followed by prolonged dry periods in the 2000s. The issue with prolonged wet and dry periods can lead to water shortages, affecting everything from agriculture, our ecosystem, to even our drinking water supply. Droughts will have worsening effects on natural habitats, so not only will it affect wildlife and economics, but food production as well. So if you think grocery prices are high now, wait till you see what they are like a few years in the future. The fires we saw recently aren't just natural disasters, but punishments for pushing the environment to its limit. Several families were displaced, and just a month after recovering from these fires, these same families were told they need to evacuate again. Now, instead of fires, it could be mudslides. The issue with heavy rainfall so soon after fires is that fire burns down much of the natural vegetation in the area, weakening the structure of the ground and making it more susceptible to mudslides. The fire not only sets flames to communities, but it also fueled the division of politics. People wanted to look for a reason why these fires were happening and why they were so out of control. So, rather than acknowledging that even if we had the water, the wind made it nearly impossible to control it. On the bright side, though, the recent fires have prompted California residents to learn more about their state's fire management services. However, California's fire services primarily focus on fire suppression, which means managing fires once they have already started. But one key lesson that we can learn from these recent fires is that we can't always contain an unexpected fire, especially under harsh conditions. So, if fire suppression isn't always an effective option, what other options do we have? Creating our own fire? Well, that wasn't actually a joke. Fire burning was actually a practice done by indigenous Californians where they intentionally set controlled burns at specific times of the year. Not only did this maintain the health of the landscape, but it also helped keep themselves safe. These intentional fires helped manage natural fuels found in the environment, such as shrubbery and dead plants. So, if we really want to protect our community, perhaps it's time to rethink our approach.